Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver was one of those games that I played an awful lot in 1998 when I was 12 years old. For one thing, it was a racing game with Hot Wheels cars, and when you're 12, that's all that matters. The second big reason I liked it was the relatable track configurations you could drive around in, like kitchens, bedrooms, pool halls. It all just captured my imagination. So when Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver 2 Get Dirty came out 2 years later, I wasn't that interested, mainly because the title and box art implied slow outdoor dirt track racing with trucks. Meh. But several years ago, I found this boxed copy and figured, hey, why not see what I was missing? Then I got and restored this Hot Wheels PC, which was released around the same time as this game and even included it as a pack-in item. But that was just a CD in a sleeve, and you absolutely gotta get the full retail box. Following in the footsteps of the original, it comes with its own exclusive edition Hot Wheels car, this time being the blue painted roll cage. Beyond this, you also get the game itself on a colorful CD-ROM, a jewel-case manual letting you know the new features and how to progress in the game, and an America Online 5.0 Platinum Premier disc with 500 free hours of dial-up internet. Man, if it was still possible, I'd totally be more excited about using AOL 5.0 again, but alas. Still, I've got the Hot Wheels PC, which makes anything exciting, no matter what, so let's get dirty. Hot Wheels STD2 begins with some contractually obligated logo displays and an animated intro sequence, showing you sequences of intro animations. After this, you get the main menu, which is only a slight facelift from the original game. You can race a single track, play through the championship to unlock most of the content, or create your own custom courses. There are 6 pre-made tracks in total, along with 12 main vehicles to choose from, once everything's unlocked at least. Pick whichever one seems the most super cool, and you'll be dropped by a disembodied hand into the world ready to race. And it's Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver all over again. You've still got 3D rendered cars overlaid on a full motion video backdrop, and the faster you go, the faster the video plays. Performing stunts not only helps you earn high scores and new cars, but it keeps your speed up, which is vital since you're racing against the clock. Other than some new environments and cars, the other changes here are pretty minimal. For one thing, the camera is zoomed out just a bit more, which makes navigating some of the fast-moving sections much easier. You also have these coin power-ups to grab, which gives you an extra little incentive to hit certain areas of the track, since they give you more time and max your speed for a little while. Speaking of track sections, you also have the option to take alternate routes and shortcuts here and there, which is kind of impressive when you remember this is a full-motion video game. The most obvious difference, though, is that each of the environments are less middle-class suburban household and more middle-class suburban backyards and vacation spots. Then there's this one where you're racing around dinosaur bones and lava, but let's ignore that and go with my sweeping generalizations regarding income level and Western societal class structure. Anyway, those tracks, they're good for getting dirty, that's for sure. There's an awful lot of dirt, and water, and dirt water, which is also known as mud. And strangely enough, this doesn't seem to slow down your Hot Wheels that much at all, which detracts from my immersion level a bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're talking about fantastical Hot Wheels physics and boyhood wish fulfillment here, but this one takes it to another level when I'm flying through muddy ruts in a vegetable garden without so much as a stuck wheel. It also can be difficult to know which way to turn on some tracks because their theme and layout is all over the place, much more experimental than the first one. And you'll want to learn the crap out of these tracks because again, like the first game, if you run out of time during the championship, you're sent all the way back to the beginning. No saving, no checkpoints, no forgiveness. Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driving is serious. Also, don't even think about playing this with the official Hot Wheels steering wheel. The controls are sluggish and imprecise this way, and it makes pulling off stunts almost impossible. Otherwise, Stunt Track Driver 2 is just as fun as the original game if you ask me. I may not enjoy the track locations as much, and in fact, some of them are downright ugly to look at. I mean, when I think of Hot Wheels, I think bright colors in a bedroom or something, not dirt and rocks in an ugly underground tunnel. But other than my cravings for tracks located in places that I'd actually expect Hot Wheels tracks to be, Stunt Track Driver 2 is a sequel that's thoroughly enjoyable, even if it doesn't explore any new territory. Or does it? Because I haven't talked about the track editor yet, and, well, you see, while it works more or less the same as the first game's editor, here you're not placing blocks that lay down a bunch of full-motion video clips. Nope, these are fully rendered 3D tracks with a totally open environment to explore. Which begs the question, why didn't they use this for the main game? Look at this engine, this is pretty sweet. You can drive anywhere, the physics are way more forgiving. You can drive anywhere, and did I mention you can drive anywhere? It reminds me of the star-collecting stunt arena in the game Revolt, an area that I spent hours messing with in that game. And maybe this isn't as pretty as that was, but it doesn't look too awful either. So I don't know why they didn't use this 3D engine instead of the old-school FMV for the rest of the game. And maybe it was for performance reasons, and I could see that, seeing as kids' games typically trend lower in terms of system specs. But still, this really makes me crave a Hot Wheels stunt track driver with an open world to explore. Oh well, Getting Dirty is still a pretty fun little game for a few minutes. Oh yeah, you can beat it in a few minutes if you know what you're doing, since each track is about 1 minute long. But it's a fun time while it lasts, and then playing around with custom tracks adds even more. Now, sadly, it doesn't run on any of my more modern systems, but if you've got a Windows 98 PC lying around and run across a copy of the game at a thrift store or something, then definitely give this and the original stunt track driver a shot. And if you enjoyed this video on Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver 2 Getting Dirty, check out my review of Hot Wheels STD1, which is linked to right here, as well as a video about the Hot Wheels PC itself, which I think it's just the coolest thing, man. I remember seeing ads for it as a kid, and I'm like, God, it looks neat. Oh, look how neat it is. Turns out it's actually kind of a piece of crap, but whatever. And if you'd like to see other videos, then subscribe or come back every Monday and Friday. There's new videos every Monday and Friday. And as always, thank you for watching LGR.